Is the price of fame worth the toll it takes on your soul? Can the dazzling lights of celebrity ever truly shine without casting dark shadows of criticism? This is exactly the kind of dilemma facing Can, a star whose brilliance on screen and international acclaim have catapulted him to immense fame, yet also drawn relentless and often harsh scrutiny. Today, Magazine News and Gossip dives deep into the story of Can, a story filled with successes, challenges, and the daunting weight of public opinion. But the real question is, does he deserve it? Despite Yaman's undeniable success, both in captivating audiences through his diverse roles and achieving international fame, there's a darker side to the spotlight. The intense criticism directed at his personal life has often overshadowed his professional triumphs. Is this relentless critique simply an unavoidable part of being a public figure, or is there something more sinister and disproportionate at play? Why does this talented actor, celebrated for his skills, face such judgment about his private life? Celebrities are constantly observed, their every move magnified by the ever-watchful eye of the public and the media. In Can case, his journey through frequently successful projects and his massive fan following have brought both admiration and criticism, a common fate for stars of his stature. The public's fascination with the lives of celebrities has made their private moments a public commodity, and Yaman is no exception. But does this fascination justify the level of harsh and often unfair criticism he has received? As Can has risen to become a beloved name, not only in Turkey but also internationally, the amount of attention he receives, often negative, has increased dramatically. Media outlets and social platforms have become windows into his life, but those windows don't always provide a clear or fair view. Instead, these platforms can distort reality, with criticism spiraling into unfair attacks. Over the years, Yaman has been on the receiving end of baseless critiques, with many focusing disproportionately on his personal choices rather than his professional abilities. Particularly concerning are the repeated attacks on his romantic relationships, which have often been dragged into the public sphere. Can dating life has sparked an outpouring of unfounded speculation, becoming fodder for the gossip mills that seem more interested in sensationalism than in truth. While it's common for the media to scrutinize the relationships of celebrities, Yaman's experiences have been rife with misleading narratives and judgmental commentary. It's as though the person behind the fame is ignored, replaced by an idealized or demonized version that fits the narrative du jour. This constant spotlight on Yaman's relationships and personal choices has often overshadowed his impressive career. His dating life, his social media posts, even his preferences, all have been fair game for criticism. But at what point does this become too much? There is a fine line between public interest and an invasion of privacy, and in Yaman's case, the latter seems to have been crossed more than once. Magazine News and Gossip isn't afraid to call out these moments when the focus on his private life becomes excessive, questioning whether this level of criticism is really fair or warranted. The psychological toll of such persistent scrutiny cannot be understated. Can has found himself under immense pressure due to the smear campaigns and fabricated stories about his personal life. One of the worst kinds of criticism he's faced has involved malicious rumors about his romantic relationships, rumors with no real basis in truth. These stories not only fail to provide any constructive commentary, but also lead to an erosion of respect for an individual's personal boundaries. The truth is, as a public figure, Yaman's every choice has been subjected to intense judgment, and it's taken a significant emotional toll. It's important to remember that everyone's private life is their own, irrespective of how public their career might be. The attacks on Yaman's character because of his personal decisions reflect more on the critics than on Yaman himself. His relationships and lifestyle choices are deeply personal, yet they've become frequent targets for baseless speculation and public criticism. This disregard for his personal autonomy is troubling, and it's time to question why celebrities like Can have to endure such intrusive commentary. Can career is not just defined by the headlines about his personal life. He is an incredibly successful actor, celebrated for his talent and the passion he brings to every role. From his early projects to his more recent, internationally recognized work, Yaman has shown that he is a force to be reckoned with in the entertainment industry. But despite his numerous achievements, He often finds his professional accomplishments overshadowed by unwarranted critiques of his personal decisions, critiques that go beyond questioning his acting chops and instead become personal attacks. Magazine News and Gossip wants to highlight that many of the criticisms aimed at Yaman's acting abilities often feel superficial, as if they're more about undermining his successes than offering genuine feedback. His role choices have been questioned, his acting style has faced scrutiny, but none of this seems to come from a place of constructive insight. Instead, it seems designed to diminish his spirit. Yet, even in the face of such scrutiny, Can Yaman has proven his resilience. He has continued to push boundaries, grow as an artist, and remain focused on his career. The pervasive reach of social media has only added fuel to the fire. False rumors, misleading comments, and outright lies have spread quickly across digital platforms, creating a false narrative around Yaman's real character and personal choices. These platforms, which can showcase an actor's professional achievements, have unfortunately also become breeding grounds for misinformation. Magazine News and Gossip is no stranger to the impact of social media's dark side. It's a phenomenon that many celebrities have to grapple with, and Yaman is no exception. He has had to endure countless rumors, distortions of truth, and outright slander, all while trying to focus on his career. For a public figure, the psychological impact of such widespread and constant criticism is immense. Can Yaman has spoken openly about the effects of this pressure, admitting that the relentless negative attention has sometimes taken an emotional toll. It's easy to forget that behind the public persona is a human being who feels and struggles like anyone else. The challenges Yaman faces in balancing his work, public expectations, and personal well-being are daunting, and the emotional burden that comes with constant criticism is palpable. The problem is that the emotional toll doesn't just affect Yaman's personal life, it can bleed into his professional world as well. For any celebrity, the impact of constant scrutiny and criticism can be demoralizing, draining the passion and motivation that once fueled their work. It makes one question every action, every choice, leading to an increased cautiousness that could very well stifle their creativity and shorten their career. Can Yaman's story is one of perseverance. He hasn't let the critics define him. Instead, he's continued to take on new roles, challenge himself, and prove his worth, both on and off the screen. Magazine News and Gossip believes it's time for a change in how we view our celebrities. Why should an actor, whose job is to entertain and inspire, also have to constantly defend their private life? Can Yaman deserves recognition for his talent, his dedication, and his contribution to the entertainment industry, not to have his personal life scrutinized under a microscope. It's time we appreciate the human behind the celebrity, a human who has worked tirelessly to get where he is, and who continues to shine despite the darkness thrown his way. In the end, the real question we must ask ourselves is, are we willing to change the narrative? To let the light of someone's talent be enough, without trying to shadow it with unfounded criticism? Can Yaman's story is a testament to resilience, but it also serves as a call to action for everyone watching, to see beyond the gossip, to respect boundaries, and to celebrate talent without tearing down the person behind it.